fat.
Not you body shaming everyone today. Good
That's not
night.
body shaming.
Whoa.
Body
You're
positive.
fat, huh?
You eat a lot of In-N-Out, no crap.
Oh, I cat it. The other cat is fine.
Alright guys, here we go.
So cute.
Let's do it.
What kind of cat is that?
Circus. Let's circus.
Everybody.
There's types
We found a bunch of trees.
Yes.
I hate that one.
You don't know what kind of cat?
Everybody in the club here.
I don't like cats, it's just dumb.
Alright, you guys ready? So, everybody. How'd you do this first one?
I multiply by 2.
Alright. You can either divide 3 by 5 or you just multiply by 2. See if you're gonna work. So 6/10, so what is that as a decimal?
0.6.
0.6, and then as a percentage?
60%.
60%. Kick ass. And of course it makes sense because 100% would be 1. And that represents one whole thing. And by the way, I'm sure you've seen this before, but percent, the word means per 100, and the symbol is the number 100 reorganized. Yes? You take the 1, you put it down the middle, and you put the zeros on either side. Math people, sometimes somewhat creative. Okay. So what about this guy? To change it back to a decimal. Yeah, just move it back twice, bam, bam. And then either way you look at it, it's going to be. And normally I don't, if I give you a problem like this, I actually ask you not to reduce it because very often some of you guys find your fraction buttons and your fraction button on the calculator will give it to you reduced. So I'd rather see it not reduced, to be honest. I'm on to somebody? What's up?
Yeah, no. No.
Alright, so what is this as a fraction right here? What place is that in?
10,000.
Yeah, so it'll be
97 over 10,000.
good. And then as a percent,
0.90.
1, 2, yeah, 0.97%. So again, the percent number should always be bigger than the decimal number was. Okay, I like it. What about this guy? 813%? 8.13, and then there's kind of 2 answers I'll take here.
8 over 13 over 100.
Say it one more time.
8 and 1300.
Yeah, you can either do 8 and 1300ths, or what would it be straight from here? 813 over 100, and of course these are equal to each other, right? 100 times 8 plus 13, 813 over 100, bam.
And the fraction for 0.8, wouldn't that be 4 over 5?
Eventually. So it'll be 8 over 10, and then you can reduce it, sure. And of course a percent, this one,
80%.
yeah, this one's pretty straightforward, right? Oh, my poor little pen, dude, come on. And then this last guy here,
Let me get to that.
yeah, if you divide it, 5 divided by 8, oh,
0.625.
yeah, 0.625. So of course, as a percentage, that would just be 62.5, okay. All right, so this is, this whole thing right here is supposed to be straightforward. This should be a relatively gimme problem, supposed to. Okay. So let me know if you have any hang-ups with those. What about number 2?
Like the food? Like food? No, like down.
You guys all right? What's up?
Yeah, we're good.
We're gonna find out. So on this
You're gonna
one,
find out later.
huh?
Like cats.
When you take the test on this is when we're gonna find out.
Oh.
All right. So what do you get here?
3 over 20.
Yeah,
so
3
that'd
out
be-
of 20.
So that'd be 15%.
Good. Times 5 to make it out of 100.
Yeah, he knows my
15%.
He does.
Kick ass. Okay. Yeah.
Can we do B? Or can I do B? Show what I got for B?
Where are we at? Sorry.
The bottom one, like the third.
Here?
Yeah, here.
Let's do A first.
Oh, right.
Fuck with that.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Let's do this. So how do I translate this into an equation?
X equals 0.45
Yeah,
times
0.45.
200,
Yeah. So
and
it's
then
not
you get
too bad.
90.
Yeah, 90. Gas.
Then for B, it's 72 equals
Good.
X, and then in parentheses, 135. But we know that's not gonna work, so we have to move the 135 to the other side, so it'd be 72 over 135
Sure.
equals X, and then we get 0.533, but we have to move the decimals, and it would be eventually 53.3%.
All right, so let me catch up to you. So when you do 72 divided by 135, you get 0.533? Is that what everybody else got?
Yeah.
Okay. And it keeps going, but you have to round it to the thousandths place, and then you can make it into a percentage. I like it. Your gas.
And then for C, you do the same thing. It will be 2 equals 2 equals 0.05, and then, but of course you have to divide it, 2 over 0.05, and you get 40.
Move the paper over.
You zoomed in there. Yeah, I hate using this overhead actually. Now, number 2 is pretty straightforward. Number 3 is a little bit freaky. So number 2, it basically tells you exactly how to set up. It's like one step away from this kind of a sentence. So the tax on a new car is $1,600, which is, so $1,600 is 8% of the cost of the car. So you can directly translate it into an equation. Is 8% of the cost of the car. And then of course, just have to divide, and you get 20,000. Now somebody was concerned about the 1,600, but that's what you would add on top of that to find out how much they have to pay before they can drive off the lot, right? Can't like it. This one's interesting. All right, I really want this to make sense. The original cost of the laptop. All right, I'm going to say something kind of weird. The original cost of the laptop is 100% of the original cost, of course, right? 100% of the original cost, OC, is the original cost of the laptop. This is crazy. I'm going to mark that amount up by 10%. And when I do that, what's up? Sorry. You guys all right back there? Okay. When I do that, I am now at 110% of the original cost. So 2002 is 110%. Let me write it in. Let me try to write it in English. 110% of the original cost. So it's 1.10 times I don't know. So this is kind of a neat thing. So if I got a 5% markup, it's 1.05 times the original equals the new price. If I had a 10% markdown, like a 10% discount, it would be the price equals 0.90 times the original, because now it's 10% below what it used to be. So now it's 90% of its original cost if you have a 10% discount. You guys semi with me?
Yes.
They always miscommunicate, sometimes on purpose, sometimes not, what like 50% off. If you had 50% off and then 50% off on top of that, is it free?
No.
Shit, no, because the second 50% is less than the total amount. So you're never going to get to zero by applying a bunch of discounts. But very often they word things incorrectly, and you always got to wonder, is it because they don't understand percent, or is it because they do understand percent? Yeah, okay. Very often it is yes. And then here you just get, what is it?
1,800.
1820, okay. Thank you. All right, guys. That's the, nobody leave. Practice test. So you guys, we have Thursday off, so enjoy that time. Try to do some meditation, some yoga, something. Drink less coffee.
Probably not. Oh, good.
I'm failing this bid, no.
Did I give you one?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
Did you see, when
Upstairs?
your other class is having tests next week?
Oh,
Cause I'm not gonna be here Thursday, I will
What
be
I
out
tried
here.
to do earlier.
Hey, something
alright.
that is
What I
very,
need
very
you to
bad
do is
way.
remind me to do that. Let me think off the top of my head. I can't remember.
So since I have the ARC,
So
then I have to
probably
do
what
it
I'm
on
gonna do
April.
is have you come, Wednesday, when I'm in the map study center. If you could, it would be like 11:15. Yeah, actually.
I have work at 12.
Sorry
Oh,
about that.
shit.
It's not, but I can hide it, I
Shoot.
suggest that.
Let it out.
There.
Cause it feels.
Wait, did somebody left the
So,
I could just tell
you wanna give yourself an hour for the test? Okay, well, for the quiz, it's just a quiz, no, wait,
No,
it's
it's
a
a
test,
test.
this is, alright, I gotta keep myself straight.
But I can come in at 11:15, cause I can just, it's just really flexible, so I know I'll be there. But how long are you gonna be there?
Well, I'm gonna be there till 1,
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I think, yeah, 1, alright.
That's fine, I can be there at 11:15. Where
That
at?
works, just remind me, yeah, so I can, create a makeup test and have it ready for you.
Okay, so where is it at?
So it's gonna be in the tech mall in 7112,
Oh, okay.
in the mass studies.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
Sure.
So when, okay.
So as you know, I'm going to get the other one that says correct. I mean, that needs to be corrected, it's already corrected. So what happens if I lost it, even though I fixed all the problems?
You
If-
lost what now?
If I lost it,
If you lost what?
one of the homeworks, even though when you gave it back to me and you told me to correct it,
Oh, then if you want to get credit for corrections, you'd have to redo the whole thing. I mean, if you lost it.